Today I want to talk to you guys about ego. That little thing that everybody um, has that is walls put up over time. When you're a little kid, you don't really have an ego. You might after you experience the real world, but when you're a little kid, you kind of before you socialize and you're put in school, you kind of have no no walls, no ego, nothing, because you haven't yet experienced and confronted negativity and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I can tell you a good way to get rid of your ego if you have one, or if you feel like um, you are lost and you don't really know who you are anymore. And it might not be the best answer that you want, but it'll help you like it helped me. So, um, mushrooms. Yes, psychedelic mushrooms will do it. Um, my experience with them was it was an emotional high. And basically, I didn't even do a whole eighth, so I did half of an eighth. And I started chewing on them little piece by piece, and I was sitting in this group of people, and I have an ego. I had an ego. Um, it's hard to describe my ego. How was it? It was basically a wall, protection barrier, something that made me feel safe, but it didn't make my personality original. It kind of robbed me of the true person that I really am. So, but you can be safe and keep yourself more safe without those walls. But what you'll realize after you do mushrooms is that you don't need a wall to feel safe. It's basically if you can feel things out, which doing mushrooms for me really taught me how to feel things out better and not be so blindsided, and to know my emotions better. And once you get to know yourself better emotionally, you can see things in the outer world more clearly than you would being a lost, confused person. So I was sitting down, and I just feel this blank feeling of nothing come over me, and I haven't felt that way since I was a little kid. So um, kind of got rid of that, and I was just like, this is such a peaceful feeling. When I before I did mushrooms, I thought maybe it was gonna be like a pot high, kind of make you feel scratchy, itchy, stuff like that, and it didn't. It made me feel I'm a very passionate lover. I like when I love full-heartedly. There's like this feeling of love and passion and compassion for people in my heart, and like I had a lot of anxiety because I got addicted to pills, and it just kind of ruined me in my mind, in my heart, my body language, everything. And so like the mushrooms stripped me of all of that, and it was so nice and so heavenly to feel like I got myself back. And I cried a lot because it was just so beautiful, and you kind of realize the impact that you let the world have on you really does change you, and it can make you into a really negative person, and you might not know it, but you really do change since being a little kid. And I think the changes that it makes are not changes that you can see. You can't be like, oh, hey, I'm like this. Another person who's really positive or have a really good aura would probably be really good at reading your um, the personality that you have, and they could probably point out your flaws. Hold on. They could probably point out your flaws better than you could, because sometimes it takes more than just looking in the mirror to see what's wrong and what's really going on. a lot of people are in denial of all of the things that is going on in their minds and their hearts because they don't want to believe that they really got that screwed up. So, but the mushrooms completely stripped me of everything that I've ever let myself become, and when I got home, I threw away all of my clothes. I immediately went shopping and found some clothes that made me feel original. So it was kind of like the clothes that I wore when I was a little girl, except in grown-up style, such as what I'm wearing now. It's a dress. When I walked into the store, I saw this dress and I was like, that's it. That's me. And it's kind of funny that I when I was at the barter fair, I picked out this ring. When I saw this ring, I was like, this is who I am. This whole ring sums up the type of person that I feel that I am, the type of person that I was as a little girl. And what's funny is that it's a flower. It's a see-through ring with a little flower in there. And what's funny is that all of the clothes that I picked out that I felt in the store that were me all had flowers on them. I used to wear a lot of flowered clothes when I was a little girl, and for some reason, flowers and plaid things really made me feel at home. They made me feel safe. They made me feel all of the things I felt as a little kid. Even though I didn't have the best childhood, in my mind and my aura, the way that I looked at the world was absolutely the most beautiful thing, the most beautiful way that I could see the world. And I never went to elementary or kindergarten school, so I had a very long time with my sister to build this real strong sense of self without people corrupting me. So I had 11 years of this beautiful state of mind. And it never took me much to keep building that sense of self, but I as soon as I got into middle school, I got raped and all of this bad negative stuff happened to me and it really corrupted me, and when I turned 16, I snapped. I smoked cigarettes for 6 years, and I was basically at the bottom of being ruined. I just didn't know who I was anymore, and trying to hold on to that state of the loving, content childhood state of mind was even harder for me to hold on to, because I was just so hurt and damaged and angry and didn't really know anything about myself. Everybody was defining me by all the negative stuff coming out of their mouth, and I really just lost it. And then that's when I started doing pills. I thought maybe I could find myself through them. I didn't. I got addicted, lost a lot of weight, just basically just kept robbing myself, thinking that I was going to be able to get myself back through those ways. I quit smoking cigarettes. That really did something for me, but my friend blew up on me, and I just got aggravated with everybody because no matter how nice I was, everybody kept treating me like crap. So, but yeah, I feel like if you're doing shrooms to find yourself, you're going to find yourself. I think it's the most beautiful experience in the world, and I'm really grateful for it. So I hope other people don't just do shrooms to, or you don't do shrooms just to see the visuals, because there's something so much more beautiful in it, like emotionally, that you can learn from it. And it'll really wake you up if you let it into your mind and you just let it devour you, and in all of its grasp, you will find something in mushrooms, in doing them, in the experience, that you will never ever have anywhere else. And life after my first time doing it, it's still amazing. And they always say that you can't bring that state of mind into sober life, into reality, but you can. I did. I don't have like the full extent of it, but like it changed me, and I'm so much better at seeing and feeling my own emotions out, so I ain't making mistakes anymore, like dating the wrong people, because I am so much better at feeling other people out and what I want and how I feel about everything. It's just so amazing. I hope you enjoy your trip, and remember to make it about you, but not in a sense where you're not in a sense where it's about you in how you look or anything physical. It will be about you emotionally. So if you start feeling things when you're on mushrooms, like feelings, passion, I felt a lot of passion. Run with it. Like if you start hearing the grass cry out to you like I did, touch the grass. Like really grasp onto what you're feeling, because when you come out of that high, it's going to change your life. It'll change everything, the way you see and feel other things. So, anyways, I'm probably sure I blabbered on enough, but yeah, do mushrooms. I highly recommend it.